I will be honest with you. I haven't been back to court in a long time because I don't think I was heard on any level when I came to court the last time. I brought 4 sheets of paper in my hands and wrote in length what I had been through the last 4 months before I came there. The people who did that to me should not be able to walk away so easily. I'll recap. I was on tour in 2018. I was forced to do. My management said if I don't do this tour, I will have to find an attorney.
Ms. Spears, I hate to interrupt you, but my court reporter is taking down what you're saying.
The people who did this to me should not get away and to be able to walk away so easily. Recap. I was on tour in 2018. I was forced to do. My management said if I don't do this tour, I will have to find an attorney, and by contract, my own management could sue me if I didn't follow through with the tour. He handed me a sheet of paper as I got off the stage in Vegas and said I had to sign it. It was very threatening and scary, and with the conservatorship, I couldn't even get my own attorney, so out of fear, I went ahead and I did the tour. When I came off that tour, a new show in Las Vegas was supposed to take place. I started rehearsing early, but it was hard because I'd been doing Vegas for 4 years and I needed a break in between. But no, I was told this is the timeline and this is how it's going to go. I rehearsed 4 to 4 days a week, half of the time in the studio and half of the other time in a Westlake studio. I was basically directing most of the show with my whereabouts, where I preferred to rehearse, and actually did most of the choreography, meaning I taught my dancers my new choreography myself. I take everything I do very seriously. There's tons of video with me at rehearsals. I wasn't good. I was great. I led a room of 16 new dancers in rehearsals. It's funny to hear my manager's side of the story. They all said I wasn't participating in rehearsals and I never agreed to take my medication, which my medication is only taken in the mornings, never at rehearsal. They don't even see me. So why are they even claiming that? When I said no to one dance move into rehearsals, it was as if I planted a huge bomb somewhere. And I said, no, I don't want to do it this way. After that, my management and my dancers and my assistant of the new people that were supposed to do the new show all went into a room, shut the door, and didn't come out for at least 45 minutes. Ma'am, I'm not here to be anyone's slave. I can say no to a dance move. I was told by my, at the time, therapist, Dr. Benson, who died, that my manager called him in that moment and told him I wasn't cooperating or following the guidelines in rehearsals. And he also said I wasn't taking my medication, which is so dumb because I've had the same lady every morning for the past 8 years give me my same medication, and I'm nowhere near these stupid people. It made no sense at all. There was a week period where they were nice to me and they said, I don't want to do, and I told them I don't want to do the, they were nice to me. They said, if I don't want to do the new Vegas show, I don't have to, because I was getting really nervous. I said, I can wait. It was like, they told me I could wait. It was like lifting literally 200 pounds off of me when they said I don't have to do the show anymore, because I was really, really hard on myself and it was too much. I couldn't take it anymore. So I remember telling my assistant, but you know what? I feel weird if I say no. I feel like they're going to come back and be mean to me or punish me or something. 3 days later, after I said no to Vegas, my therapist sat me down in a room and said he had a million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was a false. He immediately, the next day, put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to. You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, if you stay on it longer than 5 months. But he put me on that and I felt drunk. I really couldn't even take up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation with my mom or dad really about anything. I told them I was scared and my doctor had me on 6 different nurses with this new medication, come to my home, stay with me, to monitor me on this new medication, which I never wanted to be on to begin with. There were 6 different nurses in my homes and they wouldn't let me get in my car to go anywhere for a month. Not only did my family not do a goddamn thing, my dad was all for it. Anything that happened to me had to be approved by my dad. And my dad he acted like he didn't know that I was told I had to be tested over the Christmas holidays before they sent me away when my kids went home to Louisiana. He was the one who approved all of it. My whole family did nothing. Over the 2-week holiday, a lady came into my home for 4 hours a day, sat me down and did a psych test on me. It took forever. But I was told I had to then, after that I got off, I was told I had to then, after I got a phone call from my dad saying, after I did the psych test with this lady, basically saying I had failed the test or whatever. I'm sorry, Brittany, you have to listen to your doctors. They are planning to send you to a small home in Beverly Hills to do a small rehab program. I cried on the phone for an hour, and he loved every minute of it. The control he had over someone as powerful as me, as he loved the control to hurt his own daughter 100,000%, he loved it. I packed my bags and went to that place. I worked 7 days a week, no days off, which in California, the only similar thing to this is called sex trafficking, making anyone work against their will, taking all their possessions away, credit card, cash, phone, passport card, and placing them in a home where they work with the people who live with them. They all lived in the house with me, the nurses, the 24/7 security. There was one chef that came there and cooked for me daily during the weekdays. They watched me changed every day, naked, morning, noon, and night. My body, I had no privacy door for my room. I gave 8 gallons of blood a week. If I didn't do any of my meetings and work from 8 to 6 at night, which is 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, no days off, I wouldn't be able to see my kids or my boyfriend. I never had a say in my schedule. They always told me I had to do this. And ma'am, I will tell you, sitting in a chair 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, it ain't fun. And especially when you can't walk out the front door. And that's why I'm telling you this again 2 years later. After I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy, it's a lie. I thought maybe I said that enough. Maybe I might become happy because I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. Fake it till you make it. But now I'm telling you the truth, okay? I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry, it's insane, and I'm depressed. I cry every day, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't think how the state of California can have all this written in the court documents from the time I showed up and do absolutely nothing, just hire with my money another person to keep my dad on board. Ma'am, my dad and anyone involved in this conservatorship and my management who played a huge role in punishing at me when I said, no, ma'am, they should be in jail. Their cool tactics working for Miley Cyrus as she smokes on joints and stage at the VMAs. Nothing is ever done to this generation for doing wrong things. But my precious body, who's worked for my dad for the past fucking 13 years, trying to be so good and pretty, so perfect when he works me so hard, when I do everything I'm told in the state of California, allowed my ignorant father to take his own daughter, who only has a role with me if I work with him. They set back the whole course and allowed him to do that to me. That's given these people I've worked for way too much control. They also threatened me and said if I don't go, then I have to go to court. And it will be more embarrassing me if the judge publicly makes you go the evidence we have. You have to go. I was advised for my image, I need to go ahead and just go and get it over with. They said that to me. I don't even drink alcohol. I should drink alcohol, considering what they put my heart through. Also, the Bridges facility they sent me to, none of the kids, I was doing this program for 4 months. So the last 2 months I went to a Bridges facility. None of the kids there did the program. They never showed up for any of them. You didn't have to do anything if you didn't want to. How come they always made me go? How come I was always threatened by my dad and anybody that participated in this conservatorship? If I don't do this, what they tell me to enslave me to do, they're going to punish me. The last time I spoke to you by just keeping the conservatorship going and also keeping my dad in the loop made me feel like I was dead, like I didn't matter, like nothing had been done to me, like you thought I was lying or something. I'm telling you again because I'm not lying. I want to feel heard, and I'm telling you this again so maybe you can understand the depth and the degree and the damage that they did to me back then. I want changes, and I want changes going forward. I deserve changes. I was told I have to sit down and be evaluated again if I want to end the conservatorship. Ma'am, I didn't know I could petition the conservatorship to end it. I'm sorry for my ignorance, but I honestly didn't know that. But honestly, I don't think I owe anyone to be evaluated. I've done more than enough. I don't feel like I should even be in a room with anyone to offend me by trying to question my capacity of intelligence, whether I need to be in this stupid conservatorship or not. I've done more than enough. I don't owe these people anything, especially me, the one that has roofed and fed tons of people on tour on the road. It's embarrassing and demoralizing what I've been through. And that's the main reason. I've never said it openly. And mainly I didn't want to say it openly because I honestly didn't think anyone would believe me. To be honest with you, the Paris Hilton story on what they did to her to that school, I didn't believe any of it. I'm sorry. I'm an outsider, and I'll just be honest. I didn't believe it. And maybe I'm wrong. And that's why I didn't want to say any of this to anybody, to the public, because I thought people would make fun of me or laugh at me and say, she's lying. She's got everything. She's Britney Spears. I'm not lying. I just want my life back. And it's been 13 years and it's enough. It's been a long time since I've owned my money. And it's my wish and my dream for all of this to end without being tested. Again, it makes no sense whatsoever for the state of California to sit back and literally watch me with their own two eyes make a living for so many people and pay so many people trucks and buses on tour on the road with me and be told I'm not good enough. But I'm great at what I do. And I allow these people to control what I do, ma'am, and it's enough. It makes no sense at all. Now, going forward, I'm not willing to meet or see anyone I've met with enough people against my will. I'm done. All I want is to own my money for this to end and my boyfriend to drive me in his fucking car. And I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me by making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you to the judge to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me. And by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today we're doing. So thank you. Instead of having an interview, honestly, I need that to get it off my heart, the anger and all of it that's been happening. It's not fair they're telling me lies about me openly. Even my family, they do interviews to anyone they want on news stations, my own family doing interviews and talking about the situation and making me feel so stupid. And I can't say one thing. And my own people say I can't say anything. It's been 2 years. I want a recorded call to you. Actually, we're doing this now, which I didn't know that we were doing this. To the public who say knows what they did to me. I told I know my lawyer, Sam, has been very scared for me to go forward because he's saying if I speak up, I'm being overworked in that facility of that rehab place. The rehab place will sue me. He told me I should keep it to myself, really. I would personally like to, actually, I know I've had grown with a personal relationship with Sam, my lawyer. I've been talking to him like 3 times a week now. We've kind of built a relationship, but I haven't really had the opportunity by my own self to actually handpick my own lawyer by myself. And I would like to be able to do that. I would like to also, the main reason why I'm here is because I want to end the conservatorship without having to be evaluated. I've done a lot of research, ma'am, and there's a lot of judges who do end conservatorships for people without them having to be evaluated all the time. The only times they don't is if a concerned family member says something's wrong with this person and otherwise. And considering my family has lived off my conservatorship for 13 years, I won't be surprised if one of them has something to say and go forward and say, we don't think this should end. We have to help her, especially if I get my fair served in turning, exposing what they did to me. Also, I want to speak to you about, at the moment, my obligations, which I personally don't think at the very moment I owe anybody anything. I have 3 meetings a week I have to attend no matter what. I just don't like feeling like I work for the people whom I pay. I don't like being told I have to, no matter what, even if I'm sick. Jody, the conservator, says I have to see my coach Ken even when I'm sick. I would like to do 1 meeting a week with a therapist. I've never, even before they sent me to that place, had 2 therapy sessions. A therapy session and 1 therapy session with I have a doctor and then a therapy person. What I've been forced to do illegal in my life, I shouldn't be told I have to be available 3 times a week to these people I don't know. I'm talking to you today because I feel, again, yes, even Jody is starting to kind of take it too far with me. They have me going to therapy twice a week and a psychiatrist. I've never in the past they had me going, twice a week and Dr. Gold, so that's 3 times a week. I've never in the past had to see a therapist more than once a week. It takes too much out of me going to this man I don't know. Number 1, I'm scared of people. I don't trust people with what I've been through. And the clever setup of being in Westlake, one of the most exposed places in Westlake, which yesterday, paparazzi showed me coming out of the place literally crying in therapy. It's embarrassing and it's demoralizing. I deserve privacy when I go. I deserve privacy when I go and have therapy, either at my home, like I've done for 8 years. They've always come to my home. Or when the Dr. Benson, the man that died, I went to a place similar to what I went to in Westlake, which was very exposed and really bad. Okay, so wait, where was I? In Westlake, it was identical to Dr. Benson, who died, the one who illegally, yes, 100% abused me by the treatment he gave me too. And to be totally honest with you, I was so...
Excuse me for interrupting you, but my reporter says if you could just slow down a little bit, because she's trying to make sure she gets everything that you're saying.
Okay, cool.
And so that would be great.
I have been through, and the clever setup in Westlake is identical to Dr. Benson, who died, the one who illegally, yes, 100% abused me by the treatment he gave me. And to be totally honest with you, when he passed away, I got on my knees and thanked God. In other words, my team is pushing with them for 4 months in that place. It's not okay for them to send me, sorry, I'm going fast, to that small room like that twice a week with another new therapist I pay that I never even approved. I don't like it. I don't want to do that. And I haven't done anything wrong to deserve this treatment. It's not okay to force me to do anything I don't want to do. By law, Jody and this so-called team I should be able to sue them for threatening me and saying, if I don't go and do these meetings twice a week, we can't let you have your money and go to Maui on your vacations. You have to do what you're told for this program, and then you will be able to go. But it was very clever. They picked one of the most exposed places in Westlake, knowing I have the hot topic of the conservatorship, that over 5 paparazzis are going to show up and get me crying coming out of that place. I begged them to make sure that they did this at my home so I would have privacy. I deserve privacy. The whole conservatorship from the beginning, once the conservatorship from the beginning, once you see someone, whoever it is in the conservatorship, making them money and myself money and working, that whole statement right there, the conservatorship should end. There should be I shouldn't be in a conservatorship if I can work and provide money and work for myself and pay other people. It makes no sense. The laws need to change. What state allows people to own another person's money and account and threaten them and saying, you can't spend your money unless you do what we want you to do, and I'm paying them? Ma'am, I've worked since I was 17 years old. You have to understand how thin that is for me. Every morning I get up to know I can't go on somewhere unless I meet people I don't know every week in an office identical to the one where the therapist was very abusive to me. I truly believe this conservatorship is abusive. And now we can sit here all day and say, oh, conservatorships are here to help people. But ma'am, there's 1,000 conservatorships that are abusive as well. I don't feel like I can live a full life. I don't owe them to go see a man I don't know and share him my problems. I don't even believe in therapy. I always think you take it to God. I want to end the conservatorship without being evaluated. In the meantime, I want this therapist once a week. He can either come to my home. No, I just want him to come to my home. I'm not willing to go to Westlake and be embarrassed by all these paparazzi, these scummy paparazzi laughing at my faces while I'm crying, coming out and taking my pictures as all these white, nice dinners where people drinking wine at restaurants, watching me leave these places. They set me up by sending me to the most exposed places, and I told them I didn't want to go there because I knew paparazzi would show up there. They only gave me 2 options for therapists, and I'm not sure how you make your decisions, ma'am, but this is the only chance for me to talk to you for a while. I need your help. So if you can just kind of let me know where your head is. I don't really honestly know what to say, but my requests are just to end the conservatorship without being evaluated. I want a petition basically to end the conservatorship, but I want it to be petition to end it, but I don't want to be evaluated and be sat in a room with people 4 hours a day like they did me before. And they made it even worse for me after that happened. So I'm honestly new at this, and I'm doing research on all these things. I do know common sense and the method that things can end. For people, it has ended without them being evaluated. So I just want you to take that in consideration. I've also done research. Also took a year during COVID to get me any self-care methods during COVID. She said there were no services available. She's lying, ma'am. My mom went to the spa twice in Louisiana during COVID. For a year, I didn't have my nails done, no hairstyling and no massages, no acupuncture, nothing for a year. I saw the maids in my home each week with their nails done different each time. She made me feel like my dad does, very similar, her behavior and my dad, but just a different dynamic. Team wants me to work and stay home instead of having longer vacations. They are used to owe them anything at this point. They need to be reminded. I just want you to take that in consideration. I've also done research. Also took a year during COVID to get me any self-care methods during COVID. She said there were no services available. She's lying, ma'am. My mom went to the spa twice in Louisiana during COVID. For a year, I didn't have my nails done, no hairstyling and no massage. No acupuncture, nothing for a year. Each time. She made me feel like my dad does, very similar, her behavior and my dad, but just a different dynamic. Team wants me to work and stay home instead of having longer vacations. They are used to me sort of doing a weekly routine for them, and I'm over it. I don't feel like I owe them anything at this point. They need to be reminded they actually work for me. They tricked me by sending me to the, okay, I repeated myself there. Also, I was supposed to be able to, I have a friend that I used to do AA meetings with. I did AA for 2 years. I have I did 3 meetings a week. I met a bunch of women there, and I'm not able to see my friends that live 8 minutes away from me, which I find extremely strange. I feel like they're making me feel like I live in a rehab program. This is my home. I'd like for my boyfriend to be able to drive me in his car. And I want to meet with a therapist once a week, not twice a week. And I want him to come to my home because I actually know I do need a little therapy. I was told, hold on. I think that's, and I would like to progressively move forward, and I want to have the real deal. I want to be able to get married and have a baby. I was told right now in the conservatorship, I'm not able to get married or have a baby. I have a ID inside of myself right now, so I don't get pregnant. I wanted to take the ID out so I could start trying to have another baby, but this so-called team won't let me go to the doctor to take it out because they don't want me to have any more children. So basically, this conservatorship is doing me way more harm than good. I deserve to have a life. I've worked my whole life. I deserve to have a 2 to 3 year break and just, do what I want to do. But I do feel like there is a crutch here, and I feel like I feel open and I'm okay to talk to you today about it. But I wish I could stay with you on the phone forever, because when I get off the phone with you, all of a sudden, I hear all these no's. No. And then all of a sudden I feel ganged up on, and I feel bullied, and I feel left out and alone. And I'm tired of feeling alone. I deserve to have the same rights as anybody does by having a child, a family, any of those things, and more so. And that's all I wanted to say to you. And thank you so much for letting me speak to you today.
Wow. The first time I'm actually hearing this leaked audio of Britney Spears. I'm so sorry, it's very early. My kids are in daycare and my voice is so rusty. So let me just remove this one. I am appalled, disgusted. My heart goes out to Britney. No one deserved this type of treatment. They treat her like a slave. Britney is a slave in her own home. And who is doing this? Her family. Who's the head of this? Her dad, her mom. We're gonna read on the energy. But I just wanted to read something that I got right here. And whoever doesn't understand what's going on, whatever, well, she said a mouth load of Britney Spears. I mean, let me just call you Britney. If you see this, I'm so sorry. If you see this, call me. Call me. Britney's not gonna call me, but I'm just saying, like, my heart is breaking for Britney. No one deserves that type of treatment ever, especially with like someone that has mental illness. People with mental illness are supposed to be treated with fairness, kindness, and remember, they are human beings. They're not animals. Even animals don't deserve to be treated this way. And then you make her work. This is like beyond. It's going in and out. Did a cult for Britney to be stuck in. And you guys send lots of praise to Britney's way because it's disgusting. This is disgusting. She's been working since she was a little girl, doing a lot of cheerleading, pageantry. She did Disney. She's been working since she was little. Hey, Nana Fashola. And then she had the mental breakdown. And then people, like, I remember when Justin Timberlake, made that video, Cry Me a River, and had like a looking like Britney, and then people started bashing her. So, unfortunately for Britney, she's been used since she was a little girl. That is what is called child. She's been exploited since she was a child. Britney never had a no. Hold on. Yeah, child exploitation, and it followed her throughout her adulthood, her teenagehood, her adulthood. They've been controlling Britney since she was a little girl, poor thing. And it's finally now she is able to speak up, and she said a mouth load. And then the judge had the nerves to deny her plea. Lord have mercy. The judge needs to be fired. Whoever that judge is needs to resign immediately. You are trash. Trash. Let's see, Britney Spears. You guys, attention. The Spears family. Britney is not a machine. She's a human being. Treat her as such. Give her her freedom. She is not a slave. Okay? Britney is a money-making machine, but guess what? She's a human being. She's a mom. She's a friend. She's a daughter. Okay? She's human. Treat her as such. She's a human being. And control her. Do not deserve to be treated this way at all. This is crazy. And they leave her with an IUD, and she want to have babies, and they have an IUD on her, lessening the chance for her to have kids. Like, this is disgusting. Hold on, you guys. I'm beyond appalled and disgusted. James, whatever the hell your name is, James, what's his name? I forgot his name. I'm going to find out his name. Mr. Spears, you are disgusting. That's disgusting. Okay, so I'm going to read the Wikipedia. So Britney Spears, born December 2nd, 1981 is an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and actress. She is credited with influence of she's referred to as the Princess of Pop after appearing on stage of production and television since a series. Spears signed with Jive Records, but which is I just want to read when she was like occupation. Jesus. That's why she married what's his name again? Kevin Federline, because she wanted to make her own decision. I remember her father was mad as hell for her because she was, getting married. She wanted to know her whole life. She's been exploited since she was a little girl. And I'm trying to find regarded as pop icon, Spears has sold over 100 million records worldwide, including over 70 million solely in the United States, making her one of the world's best-selling music artists. She was ranked by Billboard as the 8th biggest artist of 2000s decades. Wow, Britney Jean Spears was born on December 2nd, 1981 in Macomb, Mississippi. Oh, she's from Mississippi. Okay. The second child of James Spears. Well, James, you are trash. You are trash. Parnell Spears and Lynn Irene Bridges. Her paternal, you can be rich and live a horrible life. This is horrible. This is inhumane. This is, drugging you all the time. Oh my God. One visit to the hoodoo doctor, Britney. One visit. Call. Matter of fact, go to Louisiana. Go to Louisiana. Go see Jessica. Jessica from not not Louisiana. Sorry, New Orleans. Go to New Orleans. Go see her. Britney, go. Somebody who knows Britney, tell her to go to see Jessica. Jessica's gonna help you. all that thing you said, don't worry about it. Just go see Jessica. Everything. They will take off that conservatorship ASAP. So please, whoever knows Britney Spears, send this to her. Go to Jessica. I'm telling you, Jessica will do it. Go to them. Go to Jessica. You can trust her. She's cool. Tell her I sent you. I can hear my kids. A what? Okay. Anyways, so she's the second child of James or Jamie Parnell Spears and Lynn Irene Bridges. Her paternal grandmother, Emma Jean Spears, committed suicide when her father, James, was 13. Oh my God. On the grave of James' infant brother, her maternal grandmother, Lillian Portel. So there's some, mental issues in the family. That's sad. Wow. I didn't know that. Her maternal grandmother, Lillian Portel, was English, born in London. And one Spears' maternal great grandmother was Latassi. Her siblings are Brian James and Jamie Lynn Spears, born in the Bible Belt. Control. Where social conservative, evangelical Protestantism is a particular strong religious influence. She was baptized as Southern Baptist and sang in a church choir as a child. As an adult, she had studied Kabbalist teaching. At age 3, Spears began attending dance lessons. Jesus. In her hometown of Kentwood, Louisiana, and was selected to perform as solo artist at the annual recital Age 5, she made her local stage debut. Is that debut? Whatever. Singing "What Child Is This" at her kindergarten graduation. During her childhood, she also has gymnastic and voice lessons, and won many states level competition in children's talent. And who put her there? Her parents. Talent shows. She said of her ambition as a child, "I was in my own world. I found out what I'm supposed to do at an early age." When Britney Spears was 8, she and her mother Lynn traveled to Atlanta, Georgia to audition for the 1990s revival of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Casting director Matt Casella rejected her as too young. How are you gonna make your child work at this age? Child, bye. Her parents are disgusting. Ooh, child, I can't. Casting director Matt Casella rejected her as too young, but introduced her to Nancy Carson, a New York City talent agent. Carson was impressed with Britney Spears singing and suggested enrolling her at the Professional Performing Arts School. Shortly after, Lynn and her daughters moved to sublet apartments in New York. Spears was hired for her first professional role as the understudy for the lead role of Tina Denmark in the off-Broadway musical Ruthless. She also appeared as a contestant on popular television shows Star Search, and was cast in a number of commercials. In December 1992, she was cast in the Mickey Mouse Club alongside Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling, and Kerry Russell. After the show was canceled in 1996, the return to Mississippi and enrolled at Macomb Parkland Academy. Although she made friends with most of her classmates, she compared the school to the opening scene, includes with all the cliques. I was bored. I was to the point guard and the basketball team. I had my boyfriend, and I went to homecoming and Christmas formal, but I wanted more. In June 1997, Britney Spears was in talks with manager Lou Pearlman to join the female pop group Innocence. Lynn asked family, friends, and entertainment lawyers Larry Rudolph for his opinion, and submitted a tape of Spears singing over the Whitney Houston karaoke song, along with some pictures. Rudolph decided that he wanted to pitch to her to record labels, for which she needed a professional demo. Demo made. He sent Spears an unused song of Toni Braxton. She rehearsed for a week and recorded her vocals in a studio. Spears traveled to New York, demo, and met with executive from I'm back. Returning to Kentwood the same day, 3 of the labels rejected her, saying that audience wanted pop. Bands such as Backstreet Boys and the Spice Girls, and there wasn't going to be another Madonna, another Debbie Gibson, or another Tiffany. 2 weeks later, executive from Jive Records returned calls to Rudolph's senior vice president in AR, Jeff Frenster, said about Spears' audition that it's very rare to hear someone that age who can deliver emotional content and commercial appeal. For any artist, the motivation, the eye of the tiger is extremely important. And Britney had that. Spears sang Houston, "I have nothing." For the executive and was subsequently signed to the label, they assigned her to work with producers Eric Foster White for a month. He reportedly shaped her voice from lower and less poppy delivery to distinctively, unmaskably Britney. After hearing the recorded material, President Clive Calder ordered a full album. Spears had originally envisioned Sheryl Crow music for younger, more adult contemporary. She she felt secure with her label. A point of producers since it made more sense to go pop. Carry on, Mary. Free Britney. Free Britney. I'm so I can't. Okay, let me just keep reading. Okay, where was I? Nothing for the executive and was subsequently signed to the label. They assigned her to work with producers Eric Foster White for a month. He reportedly shaped her voice from lower and less poppy delivery to distinctively, unmaskingly Britney. After hearing the record material, President Clive called her ordered a full album. Spears had originally envisioned Sheryl Crow music, but younger, more adult, contemporary. She felt secure with her label appointment. A producer sensitive, it was made more sense to go pop because I can dance. It is more me. She flew to Sherian Studios in Stockholm, Sweden, where half of the album was recorded from March to April 1998 with producer Max Martin, Dennis Pop, Remy Yuku, amongst others. Sweden is actually a beautiful country. 1998 to 2000, Baby One More Time, and Oops, I Did It Again. After Spears returned to the United States, she embarked on a shopping mall promotional tour. Back then, you guys, malls was everything. It was everything. That's where all the teenagers used to hang out and all that stuff. That's what I did too. She embarked on a shopping mall promotional tour to promote her upcoming debut album. Her show was a 4-song set, and she was accompanied by 2 backup dancers. Her first concert tour followed as the opening act and NSYNC. Her debut studio album, Baby One More Time, was released on January 12, 1999. It debuted at #1 on the U.S. Billboard and 200 and was certified 2 times platinum. That's impressive, by the way. By the Record Industry Association of America, after a month, worldwide, the album topped the charts in 15 countries and sold all over 13 million copies in a year. Dang, sorry about that. It became the biggest selling album ever by teen released as the lead single from the album. Early Jive Records wanted its music video to be animated. However, Spears rejected it and suggested that final concept of Catholic Schoolgirl. The single sold 500 copies on its first day and peaked at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, topping the charts for 2 consecutive weeks. It has sold more than 10 million copies, making one of the best-selling singles of all times. Baby One More Time later received a Grammy, nominated for the Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. The title track also topped the single chart for 2 weeks in the United States and became the fastest-selling single ever by a female artist, shipping over 460,000 copies. It would later become the 25th most successful song of all time in British charts history. Hello, London, hello. So, Spears is the youngest female artist to have a million seller in the UK. The album 3rd single, You Drive Me Crazy. You drive me crazy. I love that song. I'm so excited. Became a top 10 hit worldwide and further propelled the success of the Baby One More Time. The album has sold worldwide, making it one of the best-selling album of all time. I remember those days. Britney Spears was everywhere. It just kept going. It is the best-selling debut album by any artist. On June 28, 1999, Spears began her first headline Baby One More Time tour in North America, which was positively received by critics. It also generated some controversy due to her racy outfit. An extension, that's when they started more exploring her sexuality. It also generated some controversy due to her racy outfit because she was a little girl. She was a teenager. An extension of the tour titled You Drive Me Crazy followed March 2000. Spears premiered song from her upcoming second album during the show. I remember every little girl, everybody wanted to be just like Britney. They wanted to dress like her, everything. Oops, I Did It Again. Spears' second studio album was released May 2000. It debuted at #1 in the US, selling 1.3 million copies, breaking the Nielsen Sound Scan record for the highest debut sale by any solo artist. It has sold over 20 million copies worldwide. So that's why the father's very upset because he knows his daughter is a money-making machine. The daughter is literally lottery, unfortunately. So what they do, they keep, like, Britney Spears is like a pet. They keep her in this cage and they have to preserve the pet and make sure the pet is taken care of and controlled. Britney Spears is human. Okay? It's just, okay, anyways. Selling 1.3 million copies, breaking the Nielsen Sound. Okay, I already read that. It has sold over 20 million. I read that. Making it one of the best-selling albums of all times. Rob Shielfield, a Rolling Stone, said that the great thing about Oops Under the Cheese surface, Britney's demand for satisfaction and complex fears and downright scary, making her a true child of rock and roll tradition. The album lead single, Oops, I Did It Again, peaked at the top of the charts in Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and many other European nations. While the second single, Lucky, Isn't She Lucky? You guys remember the song, Isn't She Lucky? Well, I remember, and I looked at that video, I'm like, this is literally Britney Spears' life. Isn't she lucky, this Hollywood girl? I remember she saw, but she got every night thinking if there's something missing in her life. But why does these tears come at night? Literally, that's what she's going through right now. Jesus Christ. Lucky peaked at #1 in Australia, Germany, Sweden, Switzerland. Oh my God, Switzerland. Oh my God, Sweden and Switzerland is beautiful. The album, as well as the title track, received Grammy nominated the best pop vocal albums and the best female vocal performance, respectively. The same year, Spears embarked on the Oops, I Did It Again tour, which grossed 40 million. She also released her first book, Britney Spears Heart to Heart, I remember, co-writing with her mother on September 7, 2000. Spears performed at the 2000 MTV Music Video Award. Halfway through the performance, she ripped off her black suit to reveal a sequin, flesh-colored bodysuit, followed by a heavy dance routine. It noted by critics as the moment that Spears showed signs of becoming more provocative performer. That's when they started more exploiting her. Spears showed she was very innocent. Anyways, showed signs becoming more provocative performer. Amidst media speculation, Spears confirmed she was dating NSYNC member Justin, biggest mistake of her life, dating that man. And Kevin Federline as well. NSYNC member Justin Timberlake, Spears and Timberlake both graduated from high school distance learning from the University of Nebraska. Didn't have a normal childhood. In high school, she also bought a home in Destin, Florida. Oh my God, do I want to read all of this? Okay. 2001 into 2002, Britney and Crossroad. In January 2000, Spears performed as a special guest in Super Bowl XXX halftime show headline Aerosmith and NSYNC. In February 2001, she signed a 7 to 8 million promotional deal with Pepsi and released another book co-written with her mother titled A Mother's Gift. Her title, another book, it's just, that's a lot. No wonder why she was money. She was doing sure. Oh my God. She signed, okay, yeah, I read that. Deal with Pepsi, yep, I read that, cool. The Mother's Gift, her self-titled third studio album, Britney Spears, was released in November 2001. On tour, she felt inspired by hip-hop artists such as Jay-Z and the Neptunes and wanted to create a record with funky sound. The album debuted at #1 in the Billboard 200 and reached top 5 position in Australia. The United Kingdom in mainland Europe has sold 9 million copies worldwide. Stephen Thomas, another impressive thing, that is incredible. Okay, call. All Music called Britney the record where she strived and deepened her persona, making it more adult while still recognizably Britney. It does sound like the work of a star who has now found and refined her voice, resulting in her best record yet. Okay. The album was honored with a 2 Grammy-nominated Best Pop Vocal Album and Best Female Pop Performance for Overprotected. She was speaking through her songs. She's been speaking for a long time and was listed in 2008 as one of the Entertainment Weekly. So Britney's been controlled for a long time. Weekly 100 Best Album from the past 25 years. The album first single, I'm a Slave for You. I'm a slave. That's what Britney's a slave. Britney's a slave for you. Became a top 10 hit worldwide. Spears performed a single of the 2001 MTV Music Video Award featured Cage Tiger wrangled by Bhagavan Antler and a large albino python dragged over her shoulder. It was harshly received by animal rights. You know, everybody was not happy at all, but yeah. It was harshly received by animal rights organization PETA, who claimed the animals were mistreated in scrap plans for anti-fur billboard that was to feature Spears. Jocelyn Vena, but she overcame that. So Jocelyn Vena of the MTV summarized Spears' performance at the ceremony, saying, draping herself in a white python and slithering around the steamy garden. But it's not your fault, y'all. She was surrounded by entire. Spears created the most striking visual in the 27 years history of the show. I remember. To support the album, Spears embarked on the Dream Within Dream tour. The show was critically praised for its technical innovation. The piece de resistance, pièce de résistance, being a water screen that pumped 2 tons of water in the stage. The tour grossed $43.7 million, becoming the second highest grossing tour of 2000 by female artists behind Cher Farewell Tour. Her career success was highlighted by Forbes in 2000. As Spears, Britney's self-made, honey. She is self-made. As Spears was ranked the most, she worked hard for everything she got, you guys. So respect for Britney. Her career success was highlighted by Forbes in 2000. As Spears was ranked the world's most powerful celebrity. Spears also landed her first starring role in Crossroad, released in February 2002. Although the film was largely planned, critics raised praised Britney Spears' acting in the film was a box office success. Oh yeah, Crossroad, which had 12 million budget, went on the grossed over 61 million worldwide. I mean, during that time, that was huge. That was big. In June 2000, Spears opened her first restaurant, Nyla, in New York City, but terminated her relationship in November, citing mismanagement and management failure to keep her fully apprised. In July 2002, Spears announced she would take 6 months break from her career. However, she went back into the studio in November to record her new album, Spears' relationship with Justin Timberlake, and ended after 3 years. I remember she cried like a baby. She cried, you know, she was so hurt. In December 2002, Timberlake released the song Cry Me a River. Another pig. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call him a pig, but he is. As the second single from his solo, which he exploited women for his own career, for his own gain. Album, the music video features a Spears lookalike and fueled the rumors that she had been unfaithful to him. Who cares? Who cares? So is she the only one? Anyways, as response, Spears wrote, I don't know if it's, you know, is it alleged that she really did cheat? Unfaithful to him. As a response, Britney Spears wrote the ballad Every Time with her backing vocalist and friend Annette Artani. The same year, Limp Bizkit frontman Fred Durst said that he was in a relationship with Spears. However, Spears denied Durst's claims. In 2009 interview, he explained that I just guessed at the time it was taboo for a guy like me to be associated with a gal like her. I guess. 2003, 2005, in the Stone in Marriages. Oh, this is a lot, you guys. I don't know if I can, should I keep reading? Do you guys want me to keep reading? Or just, you know, I'm just gonna read this one. It's a lot of reading, and I'm almost kind of done. In 2003, Spears opened the MTV Music Video Award, and Christina Aguilera performed a Like a Virgin. Okay. Halfway through, they were joined by Madonna. I remember because she kissed Madonna. Madonna kissed her, and everybody was mad. Everybody's mama was mad. Everybody's daddy's mom was mad. Every child saw that stuff. We were like this. Because, you know, back then it was taboo. Now, who cares? Nobody cares. But if she would have done something like this now, nobody would care. Joined by Madonna, with whom they both kissed. The incident was highly publicized in 2008. MTV listed the performance as his number one opening moment in the history of one of the 25 sexiest music moments in television history. I mean, whatever. Spears released her fourth studio album, In the Zone. In 2003, she assumed more creative control by writing and co-producing most of the material. Vibe called it supremely confident and dance record that also illustrated Spears' development as a songwriter. NPR listed the album as one of the 50th most important recording of decade. History of impeccably crafted pop is written on her body of work. In the Zone, sold over 609,000 copies in the United States during the first week of availability in the United States, debuting at the top of the chart. You guys want me to continue? Making Spears the first female artist in the sound scan era. I've been going 58 minutes. Okay. To save her first 4 studio album to debut at #1. It also debuted at the top of the chart in France and the top 10 in Belgium, Denmark, Sweden, and Netherlands. In the Zone has sold 6 million copies worldwide. The album produced 4 singles: Me Against the Music, a collaboration with Madonna, Toxic. I love that song, Toxic. Your toxic hands, which won Spears her first Grammy for Best Dance Recording, Every Time, and Outrageous. In January 2004, Spears married childhood friend Jason Alexander, which was for a joke, at a little white wedding chapel in Las Vegas. That's just to show I want to be in control. The marriage was annulled in 55 hours later following a petition to court that stated that Spears lacked understanding of her action. In March 2004, she embarked on the Onyx Hotel tour in support of this in the zone. In June 2000, Spears fell and injured her left knee during the music video "Shoot for Outrageous." Spears underwent arthroscopic surgery. She was forced to remain 6 weeks with a thigh brace, ouch, followed by 8 to 12 weeks of rehabilitation, which caused the Onyx Hotel tour to be canceled. During 2004, Spears became involved in Kabbalah Center through her friendship with Madonna. In July 2004, Spears became engaged to a dancer, Kevin Federline. That's when everything was going downhill. Kevin Federline, whom she had met 3 months earlier, the romance was subject to intense media attention since Federline had recently broken up with actress Shaw Jackson, who was still pregnant with their second child at the time. Chronicled in Spears' first reality show, Britney and Kevin Chaotic, which premiered on May 17, 2005. I remember, like, Kevin left his baby mama for Britney. I remember that. It was huge. It was actually really sad. I felt sorry for his baby mama. What's her name? Shaw Jackson, is that her name? Yeah, Shaw Jackson, who was still pregnant with their second child at the time. The stage of their relationship were chronicled in Spears' first reality show, Kevin Chaotic, which premiered on May 17, 2005 in EPN. On EPN, Spears would later refer to the show in 2013 interview as probably the worst thing I've done in my career. Yes, it was, unfortunately. But, you know, you learn from it. You live, you learn. All right. They held a wedding ceremony in September 18, 2004, but were not legally married until 3 weeks later on October 6 due to the delay finalizing the couple's prenuptial agreement. Shortly after, she released her first perfume with Elizabeth Arden, Curious, which broke the company's first week gross of perfume. October 2004, Spears took a career break to start a family. Greatest hits by Prerogative. Her first greatest hits compilation album was released in November 2004. Spears' cover version of Bobby Brown, My Prerogative was released as the lead single from the album, reaching the top of the charts in Finland, Ireland, Italy, and Norway. The second single, Do Something, was pop 10 hit in Australia, the United Kingdom, and other countries of mainland Europe. In August 2005, Spears released Someday I Will Understand, which was dedicated to her first child, a son named Sean Preston, who was born the following month. In November 2005, she released her first remix compilation, Be in the Mix. The remix, which consists of 11 remixes, personal struggles and breakthrough. I guess I have to read this part. I have to read it. Oh my God. Hey Love from, okay, I already did it. In February 2006, pictures surfaced Spears driving with her son Sean on her lap driving her last Sean in her oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm getting a brain fog, on her lap instead of it in a car seat. Child advocates were horrified by the photos of her holding, because there was a lot of paparazzi on her all the time, all day, every day. They hung on her. I feel like Britney was really, like, she was set up to fail in that way with her children, to lose custody. When you're working, when you are like a money-making machine, people treat you as such, you go down. Like your mental, like you will have a mental breakdown. And that's when she started having children, that's when everything was going really bad. Because when you're having kids, like, they need your attention, they need your They need a lot of support. They need a lot of care. They need you to be mentally there. And anyways, child advocates were horrified by the photos of her holding the wheel with one hand and Sean with the other. Spears claimed that the situation happened because of the frightening encounter with paparazzi, and that it was a mistake on her part. The following month, she guest starred on the Race episode Bye Bye Baby as closeted lesbian Amber Louise. She announced she no longer studied Kabbalah in May 2006, explaining, my baby is my religion. Aw, so cute. In the August 2006, Spears posed nude for the cover of Harper Bazaar. The photograph was compared to Demi Moore August 1991 Vanity Fair cover. In September 2006, she gave birth to her second son, Jaden James. In November 2006, Spears filed for divorce from the federal line, citing irreconcilable differences. Their divorce was finalized in July 2007. When the two reached a global settlement and agreed to share joint custody of their son, Spears' aunt Sandra Bridges Covington, whom she had been very close, died of ovarian cancer in January 2007. So that's another death in the family. In February, Spears stayed in a drug rehabilitation facility in Antigua for less than a day. The following night, she shaved her head. Electric clippers in hair salon in Tarzana, Los Angeles. I remember my heart was breaking at that time. And I'll never forget it. Paparazzi took advantage of Britney a lot. They hunted her. You know how they, like, the way they used to do to Diana? Well, they did the same to Britney Spears. It was disgusting. She shaved her head with electric clippers at the hair salon in Tarzana, Los Angeles. She admitted herself to another treatment facility during the following week, because, you know, when you are being so controlled, you want to be in control of yourself. So that was like a cry for help. Okay. She admitted herself to another treatment facility during the following weeks. In May 2007, she produced a series of promotional concerts. She's working again. It's like at House of Blues venues titled the M&M's Tour. October 2007, Spears lost physical custody of her son. It was just, you know, she was losing her mind. Custody of her son to federal line. The reason of the court ruling were not revealed to the public. Spears was also, she was having a manic episode, you know. If you guys know that, just research about it. I mean, if you don't know about it, just, you know, go on Google. I'm not a doctor, I'm just saying. But she was losing her mind, unfortunately. It happens. In October to find the reason I'm back. Hopefully it stays. Court ruling were not revealed to the public. Spears was also sued by Louis Vuitton over her 2005 music videos to do something for upholstering her Hummer interior to counterfeit Louis Vuitton cherry blossom fabric, which resulted in a video being banned on Europe TV. In October 2007, Spears released her fifth studio album, Blackout. The album debuted atop the charts in Canada and Ireland, at #1, 2 in Billboard 200, France, Japan, Mexico, and everywhere. Shoot. In the United Kingdom, in 10 Australia, South Korea, New Zealand, and many European nations in the United States. It was Spears' first album not to debut at #1 album. She did become only female artist to have her first 5 studio album receive positive reviews from critics and had sold 3.1 copies worldwide. By the end of 2008, Blackout won album of the year to that. So Britney Spears has been doing what her, like, as far as her career, she has a career for a lifetime. She has a career forever. So conservative. And in January 2008, I just skipped that one because whatever. In January 2008, Spears refused to relinquish custody of her son to federal representative. She was hospitalized by Cedars-Sinai Medical Center after police that had arrived at her house noted she appeared to be under the day. Spears' visitations rights were suspended as at an emergency court hearing. And Federline was given sole physical and legal custody of their son. She was committed to the psychiatric ward for Roland Reagan UCLA Medical Center and put on 5150 involuntary psychiatric hold. Under California state law, the court placed her under conservatorship led by her father, Jamie Spears, and that's when everything that's when they took her life. Like, they took her life away. And attorney Andrew Wallet giving them complete control of her assets. She was released 5 days later. Following months, Spears guest starred on How I Met Your Mother's Esco session as receptionist. She was received positive review for her performance as well. You know, that's not a surprise, you know. And okay, so in January 2000, Spears and her father obtained a restraining order against her former manager, Sam Lutfi, ex-boyfriend Adam and Attorney John having accused of taking control of Spears. Okay, I'm back. Spears embarked to the circus starring Britney Spears tour. And that tour made about 131.8 million. It became the 5th highest grossing tour of the year. And I'm gonna skip that. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. So she's been successful from here on out, and Britney Spears will continue to be successful for a lifetime, forever. Okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna read that whole, that is a book. It's a book. She did her residency, you guys know that, from 2016 to 2018. So they kept her working, kept her medicated, you know? And I'm gonna read the article really quick to understand the conservatorship, the disgusting conservatorship. Britney Spears, according to what is this? According to okay. The singer career has been in the handle of legal guardians in arrangement known as a public mental health crisis. Can you blame her? She was working since she was like a little baby. The court-ordered agreement gave her father, Jamie Spears, control over her estate and other aspects of her life, but the singer later sought to dismiss her father from the role. As a grassroots movement of fans known as the Free Britney Spears campaign wants the singer to regain an autonomy over her affairs. The prolonged legal road gained renewed attention in 2021 following the release Framing Britney Spears, a documentary which is centered on the conflict over the singer guardianship. What is a conservatorship? A conservatorship is granted by a court by individuals who are unable to make their own decisions, like those with dementia or other mental illness. Like a mental breakdown. It's normal for having someone to work that much since there was a little girl. Of course I don't lose my mind. There was one time I felt like I was losing my mind too, because I was pregnant. I was very depressed. I went through a lot. So I totally understand how Britney Spears, she's human. She's a human being. And human beings go through mental breakdowns. But it's just that they took advantage of that. That's the disgusting thing. They took advantage of someone that was going through a mental breakdown. Spears conservatorship is split into two parts. One is for her estate and financial affairs. The other is for her as a person. Under this legal agreement, Spears has not controlled her finances since 2008. Makes me so mad. Jamie Spears was initially in charge of both parts of the conservatorship, but stepped down as his daughter, personal conservative, in 2019. Because of her health reason, Jody Montgomery, care professional, replaced him on a temporary basis, but Britney Spears has requested this be made permanent. Okay, confidential court records obtained by the New York Times show that the pop star had voiced serious opposition to the conservatorship earlier than had previously been reported. They also showed that the conservatorship restricted aspect of her life, ranging from who she dated to the color of her kitchen cabinet. She feels the conservatorship has become an oppressive and controlling tool against her. A court investigator wrote in 2016 the conservatorship had too much control. Spears said, according to account of the conservators, too much. She feels the conservatorship has become an oppressive, controlling tool against her. I agree, Brittany. It is very controlling. It is disgusting. It's inhumane, whatever. A court investigator wrote in 2016 report, the conservator had too much control. Spears said, according to the account of the conservator, too much control. Okay, I'm reading this over again, sorry. In November 2020, a judge declined to remove Mr. Spears, but named financial firm to Bessemer Trust as a co-conservator of her estate. If you guys want to fight for Britney, petition whoever this judge is to get out, to resign. Get him out of there now. Or no, appoint someone that is and that is fair. Britney, take it to the highest court. Take it to the Supreme Court immediately. Talk to Joe Biden. Talk to the higher ups. Okay. In November 2020, a judge declined to remove Mr. Spears, but named. Okay, I already read that. A month later, the judge extended Mr. Spears' conservatorship until September 2021. He must have paid them. Allegedly. Why was the conservative set up? Spears began behaving erratically in 2007 because she was stressed, she was depressed, it was too much. And, one of her family members died. She's been working since she was a baby. Okay, let me just say this. Kevin Fallon was, okay, I already read why and all that stuff. She was having, okay. You can read the article, it's on bbc.com. Anyway, so we're gonna put hashtag free Britney and put that there. I'm gonna put that on my the comment thing, hashtag free Britney. Free Britney. All right, we're gonna put that free Britney. I really want Britney to be free, honestly. So we're gonna find out if Britney is ever gonna be free. Let's see. Let's do. So on according to Variety.com, anyways. Oh, sorry. According to according to Variety.com, the judge denies Britney Spears' request to remove her father from conservatorship again. Remove the judge. Remove the judge and put a fair judge. If this stupid judge says no, go to the Supreme Court. This is about. This is disgusting. This is insane. I just had so dare you. Like, how dare you do something like that to a woman, like to Britney? How dare you? Request have her father removed from her conservative, at least for now. I would, if I was a judge, honestly, I would just take it all off. New court documents that were filed by the Los Angeles Superior Court on Wednesday shows that the judge has denied a months-old request by Spears' attorney. Okay, attorney Ingham to remove her father. You know who you need to, Britney, you know who you need to hire? Hire Michael Jackson's attorney. He's fantastic. Hire him. You have the money. You have enough money to hire him. Denied a month's request. Okay, you can read the article. I'm tired of reading. So I'm going to read on the what's going on. Will she ever be free? Let's read on it. So we're reading on that. Will she ever be free? Will Britney Spears, I'm doing the cards right now. Will Britney Spears ever be free? This is the longest live I've ever done. You guys have like attention, Britney Spears fans. You have to rally around her. Rally, like pressure haunt the judge. Go at his house. Go to the court. Right now, it's looking really bad for Britney. She really desperately wants freedom. Excuse me. Okay, so I get hold on. I get the angel of strength. So right now, I feel like honestly, Britney Spears needs a lot of prayer and a lot of advocacy. If you guys can advocate for her, I'll advocate for her. I don't mind. Free Britney, okay? Free Britney right away. Hold on. Britney, a lot of like Britney's fans, you guys need to go hard for her. Hard. I mean, like, you see how Black Lives Matter, like fields of people, you know, advocating for Britney. There is a possibility that she will have what she wants. She will, but the thing is, you know, this is corruption at its finest. She wanna get married. She wanna have a baby. She wanna be happy. There is a chance for freedom. Britney Spears, there's a chance for freedom, love. Her father's disgusting. Her family's. This, you know, the card of anxiety came up and it's reversed. It's stressing her out. If Britney Spears doesn't get what she wants, she'll make sure she gets it. She'll fight. Britney Spears is very, very strong. She wants. All the money is tied into this money. Pray, Britney. Britney, pray, girl. I'm gonna pray for you. And Mr. Spears, honey, child, let me tell you something. You, my friend, are not a healthy man, so you need to take good care of yourself, because I don't know why I saw an image of you having a heart attack. So, and that heart attack is connected with karma. Exploiting your own daughter? What's wrong with you? For money? Can't take the money with you. Can't take it. Will Britney be free? I'm hearing my guys are saying, you know, no for now. No for now, but she will eventually. It's a really sad situation. It's a journey. She is so heartbroken. She poured out her soul. She doesn't know what to do to get out of this damn cult that her father created for her. It's all about, like, there's going to be a lot of paperwork that has to be done. She deserves to have control of her money. Britney's changed a lot. She's no longer how she was, like, you know, that person that you saw that lost their minds, and she changed a lot. She deserves to be free. Yes, she will. Yes. I feel like angels are working around her and they're making her strong. She's like a beast. She's ready to pop. So I feel like Britney will be free. I just wish it was today. You will be free. She's heartbroken. She's not giving up, but she's finding different ways to get out. She will have a happy family. She will have more babies. She will get married. All contracts will be broken. Okay. And she will have victory. So remove the judge out of there. He's toxic. He's disgusting. They paid him, allegedly. They paid that man. And the father will try to regain control, but you will no longer have control. There's something wrong with James Spears' health. Okay, so good luck, sir. I don't wish death on you, but I think there's a possibility. Yeah. This have a heart attack. Karma. Britney will not miss him. I'm telling you that much. She don't like her dad no more at all. She likes foreseeing him for who he really is and disappointed with her mother. She's gonna cut off everybody. The sun shines on you, Britney. Don't get the Jessica secretly, let nobody know. Become friends with Jessica. Yeah, it's all about money. It's all about money. It's basically like, as if like she has to pay her way out. You have to find a way to pay your way out, girl. Go to the Supreme Court. Go to the highest court. And the father's very greedy. Look, this is the father. Father greedy. Angels are working around her. She's not happy with the result. And they're laughing in her face. They're laughing in her face. God. But they're not gonna laugh forever. because God is behind all of this. God will free Britney. Raphael is gonna be around Britney. There's a lot of angel healer. She's gonna be free. This is a really good card. Can you everybody put hashtag free Britney? Hashtag free Britney. Hashtag it everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Everyone needs to protest for Britney to be free. That's the only way, because they're not listening to her. Like all the celebrities, I love her. All the fans, I love her. Rock for her, yo. Yo. Is there any shirts of free Britney? I would love to wear it, because that is disgusting. Let's see, it's Tanya. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Anyways, this is disgusting. I can't wait to get my new camera. Everybody needs to rally around her and advocate for her, because she needs a lot of advocacy. She needs a lot of help. She needs a lot of people that, she is, well, do you really need a psychic to tell you that she's heartbroken? Okay, the situation is actually really heartbreaking, because she felt like this was her only chance. It's because of her father. Her greedy dad, her father allegedly paid these people because of greed, okay, and deceit. Somebody said we will help Britney. So I will stand with whoever that person is. Thank you for telling me that. They will help. A lot of spirits will help Britney. Just please. It's just like a matrix, she's in a matrix of hell. So please, and fight for her, because she really want to be free. Britney wants a normal life. She'll create, like when she's free, she'll create projects here and there, but she just want to enjoy her money, have babies, enjoy her life, enjoy the simple life, because she did that. She did all of this career stuff and all that stuff. She wants to be free. She's just really lost at this point, lost for words, and she talks to her boyfriend like, can you believe this is my life? Like, wow. I'm sorry, Britney. This is really sad. Yeah, please do. This breaks my heart. But you know what? She will be free soon. I just wish it was today. Her father's jealous. Disgusting. This is beyond insane. I'm gonna go soon now. I've been here for 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 24 seconds. Will she be free? Okay. Archangel Ariel. Yeah, she'll be free. I feel like doors will be open for her, but please, attention, Britney Spears fans, rally everybody that loves you guys to rally for Britney so she can be free. And to remove the judge that is doing her stuff, that's denying her, that is insane. Go to Britney, go to the Supreme Court. I swear to God, go to that. And then, you know what's so funny? When Britney is feared, there should be a law called Free Britney, like some kind of the amendment. I don't know, like a law that's the name Spears, the Spears law, or whatever it's called. We have Amber Alert, so there should be Free Britney, some kind of thing. Because this is all about greed, this is all about money and deceit. You see deceit. But let me tell you something, okay? Britney has angels around her, getting protect her and telling her to like keep fighting, but please, the people that love her, okay? The world, you see, the world needs to show this at the forefront. Y'all need to scare the living bedental out of this judge, this disgusting judge. He needs to like resign, first of all. So I have major faith that Britney will be free. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. I'm sorry. Soon I'm gonna get my hair done, my nails done. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. I'm getting my nails done. I have to wait and get my hair done. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut it, so because my hair hasn't been growing healthy. It hasn't been growing at all. Because like I had the twins, and you know when you've been pregnant and you have a baby, like it just messes with your hormones. So my hair hasn't been growing. So I need to take, and then at the same time I really need to take care of myself. Anyway, so final outcome card for Britney. Something says she will be free, but it'll take time. Every time I say it takes time, then it happens immediately. Every celebrity, everybody and their mama needs to rally around Britney. Shoot, Britney, free Britney. The world will give her support, and it's all about greed. Like, you know, like James Spears paid these people, allegedly paid them, because all the coins are coming or so. And Britney Spears' guardian angels is telling her to be strong, to keep fighting, to not give up. She won't give up. How could you be a prisoner in your own head and everybody's controlling you, telling you what to do and all that stuff? That's sick. That's disgusting. Britney Spears, that should be in jail, because that is disgusting. She should be in jail. Daughter, for everything's gonna come out. Everything is gonna come out. There's gonna be some snitches coming and say stuff that what he does, how he does it, and how he gets control. These judges are just gross. She will be free. I keep hearing she will be free. It'll take time. Just, you know, time is everything. Time is the essence. Oh, wow. For these guys gonna look along. I feel like he has a heart. He's gonna have a heart issue. So good luck with that, Mr. Spears. I don't wish that for nobody, but I don't see this man living a long time. It's not normal having your child work since, you know, work in that little tender age. They're supposed to enjoy their childhood. Like, you know, like I've been always wanting to do like commercial with my kids, but not to the point of exploiting my children. That's sick. They're not They're not animals. They're not slaves. They are children. There are humans. So Mr. Spears thinks he's a king and he deserved this money, you know. He's like, I'm gonna keep this money. That's mine. That's what I made Britney. I made her, so that's my money. Disgusting. Disgusting. Let me tell you something. Your tower moment is coming, sir. It's coming for you. Mark my words. You may be smart, but you can't outsmart God. Never. Because Britney is a child of God, and he has her back 100%. You may be her father, but guess what? The Almighty is her father. The Almighty truly does love her, and he would never exploit her. You know who gave that position to Britney? God. Not you, God. Because everything happens for a reason. This is awareness. For our children that's been exploited, this is awareness that the industry is disgusting. This is abuse. And you should be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Spears. You also need to take good care of yourself, okay? I mean, I don't like you, but you know what I'm saying. I don't like you and all, but I'm just telling you to take care of yourself. Because you ghetto. You ghetto. You are ghetto, sir. Ghetto. What kind of ghetto? Who does that? And the mom, come on now. Why would you do that to you? Why would you advocate for your daughter? For years, she's been screaming for help. And you don't do nothing about it? You're the mother. The father's a fool. His tower moment is coming soon. He made, allegedly, he made agreements behind the scene, okay? He made, he gave money, allegedly, to like some hush money, whatever it's called, to have the thing go this way, because there's a lot of money that Mr. Spears has that it doesn't belong to him. Your tower moment is coming up, sir. It's coming. The world will see you as a loser. Swords are against you, cups are down. The devil is in this. It's evil. What you're doing is evil to your daughter, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? I don't know how many times I have to say this, but y'all fans out there, fans of Britney Spears, fight for her. Don't let her fight by herself, okay? Put this king down. King down. James Spears has to go. James Spears gotta go. He gotta go. That judge gotta go. Everyone that is toxic around Britney has to go, and they will go. They have no choice. Because you know what? A child that is blessed can't be cursed. Blessed. Britney Spears is forever blessed. God gave her that platform, okay? And I sound crazy, but it is what it is. And I'm telling you, Britney Spears' dad is not going to live a long life, okay? And, you know, I'm not wishing death. I hope he lives a long life so he can learn about what he did to his daughter. So he can experience what he did to his daughter. You're not going to have this financial security anymore. That money that you have will not be with you anymore. It will go to Britney and Britney only. She will have control. She will have control over her assets and over her life. You're no longer in control, sir. You will know that soon. And she will move. She'll move. Britney will move. And I'm gonna stand with this. And I have to go, you guys. I can't wait to get my hair done. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. So the final outcome is that Britney will be free. She will free herself. But fans, yo, y'all better go ham for Britney. Y'all better go ham. You hear me? Okay? Bye. Hope you like this reading. Please like and share with your friends, your family. Tell everybody about me. I am amazing. amazing psychic. Okay, let me not, but I'm normal. I am kind. I'm very giving, and I believe in what I do. If you want to book me with a reading, go to www.psychcarly.com, and I'm available after I would say after 3 o'clock, because I have to go to the gym at 1. But I'm available tomorrow. I'm available every day. Hold on. I am coming. I am filming. Anyways, like I was saying when I was really interrupted. Huh? It's plugged in the wall in the kitchen. Anyways, if you're interested in getting your readings done, contact me at psychiccarlyv@gmail.com, or you can go to my website. If you have paid, just email me and we'll figure out the scheduling and stuff like that, when we should do your readings, and it's gonna work out. Love and light to you all, and fight for Britney. #free Britney. Okay, I gotta go. My kids is like punching the doors down.